The human brain has four lobes. The frontal lobe in pink, the parietal lobe in green, the temporal lobe in blue, and the occipital lobe in red. The frontal lobe is responsible for planning and organizing things. The parietal lobe in green is responsible for taste, gustation, temperature of your body, and recognizing discomfort, and touch. The occipital lobe in red at the very bottom is responsible for visual perception, the ability to see colors and to make motion from those images. The temporal lobe in blue is responsible for interpreting sound from ears and recognizing and using languages. So here at the end of the frontal lobe, we have the motor cortex. It creates impulses that cause voluntary muscle contractions. So every time you move a muscle, it will be made from that cortex. The sensory cortex is responsible for our five senses: vision, audition, olfaction, gustation, and somatosensation. And it includes part of the cerebral cortex, but it's situated in different parts of the brain. If we take a look at the inside of the brain, we would observe the cerebellum, which is in red over here, and it's responsible for muscle control and balance and movement. This green weird little shape is the hippocampus, and it is responsible for long-term memory formation and retrieval, and also spatial memory. So basically remembering where you put your keys before leaving in the morning. And then this yellow thing is the amygdala, and it's responsible for the perception of anger, fear, sadness, and basically controlling aggression. And the thalamus is basically like a hub over here, where basically all the information are received and then processed through there before being sent to every little functions we see there. So like the amygdala, the purity gland, and all those things. So in the thalamus, we have the hypothalamus right over here in orange. And this hypothalamus manages the automatic functions like heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature. So it just sets it to a automatic setting. And it also manages the hormone release, and it controls mood, sleep, and sex drive. Right next to it in red over here, we have the pituitary gland, which monitors the production of growth hormones and your sexual reproduction development, and also the metabolism. So whether the food you ingest will turn into fat or calories quickly or not. The big thing that we see in blue over here is a corpus callosum, and it connects both hemispheres to each other, and it sends signals to communicate between both of the hemispheres. And looking at the spinal cord over here, we see the reticular formation, which is the regulator of arousal and consciousness. So during our sleep, our consciousness will be suppressed. And then here we see the medulla, and it regulates our breathing and our swallowing, and it's also behind the reason we throw up.